Please don't spoil the movie by adding your own soundtrack.
And we're live, baby. Back from New York. I don't know why I said that.
And we're live! No,
Yes.
and from Saturday night.
Live.
What is it?
Live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Live. That's what it is.
I don't like when they say it's Saturday night or Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live.
I don't like the live part. It's Saturday night live. I don't know. It's awkward to me. Hi, I'm Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry.
I'm at a loss.
I'm at a
One, because I don't know who that is, and two, I never thought of a name.
Bad boys, bad boys, bad boys.
Okay, my name is Annalise Keaton.
How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I've said that before, but...
Annalise Keaton. It sounds familiar. It's hard. Also, I'm Jordan. I guess we never say our names. You didn't have a point.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Jade.
Yeah. These are our voices. Hear them. Remember them.
Not hear them, remember them.
And welcome back to
Please Don't Spoil the Movie.
A podcast brought to you by sisters. Boom, boom. We love each other.
Sometimes.
Jade, I finally watched The Color Purple.
The who?
The musical, The Color Purple.
I don't know what that is.
The Color Purple?
Oh,
What?
I thought you said The Culpable. I was like, what the hell is that?
The musical version of The Color Purple.
The one that came out into theaters?
Yeah, it's on HBO Max right now.
How was it?
It was not bad. I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
And I really liked, I'll admit it now, I've never really seen the movie, the original The Color Purple, because it...
Play, the book, the movie with Oprah. We've seen none of it.
We've seen none of it. I just think it's going to be so sad. But I do like the musical. I think it skipped over the sadness. Well, it didn't skip over it. It was just like...
That happened. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's sing now.
Yeah. And then the songs were good. I was like, okay.
Oh, really?
Some of these songs
Okay.
was like getting it. And it was good. Everyone did wonderful. It was so random that Sierra was at the end of the movie.
Right.
So random. I just like
Plays
didn't...
his sister.
Yeah, it's just like no one
Who
talked
told
about
me
it.
that? Did you tell me that? No, because you hadn't seen it. Somebody
I think I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, somebody told me that she was a sister. I was like, oh, I thought that was Taraji P. Henson the whole time.
And I do wonder if Taraji... So in the movie, I wonder if... I can't tell if she's in the original version, if that's something they added in to the musical.
Oh, no, that character's in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's no way that this fun-loving character...
Yeah, she's in there.
Oh.
You just saw they randomly added a main character.
Yeah.
Oh, no. She's in the book.
Okay. I just thought she brought, like, the
Play.
musical...
The one with Oprah.
Random.
Was it random? I've never seen it, so I
Yeah.
honestly wouldn't know.
I don't know. Maybe because I just never saw the original. I was just like, okay. And then the artist is coming to visit them, and she's staying with them. Okay. But it's actually a really good ending. I don't know. I liked it. I really liked it. I'm going to have to watch Color Purple one of these days.
You've
gotta be in the mood.
You've seen enough. You don't have to watch it.
But like, I like the fact that it was a happy ending, and
Right.
the husband get his comeuppance.
Oh, good.
He gets it. Like, she like curses him, and I'm not sure. I'm assuming that's how the original goes. But she's like, until you do right by me, everything you touch will be shitty or something. And he was forced to apologize.
I know that
Because his life was going downhill.
That's what happens when you're a trash man.
Yes, if someone ever does something super bad to me, I will say that.
I curse the day you were born.
Until you do right by me.
What else is happening in the world?
I still haven't watched Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, you're gonna watch it?
I'm gonna watch it.
It's good.
Yeah,
They renewed it for a 4th season. I'm like, okay. Well. I'm gonna still watch it though. It's so funny. I'm like, oh my god, this show is hilarious.
Is it really?
It's so funny. Selena Gomez sucks. We could really do without her. Like, I really wish they could have casted somebody else. Her voice is insane. I was like, she didn't always talk like that. She can't act. She's just like flatline the entire show. But the mother two,
Hilarious.
oh my god, chef's kiss when they hit the screen. They are so funny. It's really good.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's really enjoyable. I don't know if I would love it because I watch it while I'm at work, like processing applications. I don't know if I would love it if I was actually like watching it 100% tuned in.
Really?
I don't know. But as I'm like processing applications, it keeps me in. Like it's interesting.
It keeps you engaged.
Yeah, it keeps me engaged.
I want to hear their jokes. I'm going to have to watch it. Tell me what you do. Have you seen anything new?
No, the Oscars are 1 week away, however. That means I have 1 week to watch every single movie nominated in every single category.
Is there a movie that you're interested in watching?
Well, American Fiction. You've heard of that one?
I have not.
It's a black movie.
American Fiction.
I don't know if it's nominated. It is not. It's because there's always like those other award shows that lead up before the Oscars, like the Screen Actor Guild Awards, the People's Choice Awards, the Golden Globes.
I've never seen this.
And those same movies that are nominated for those awards are always the same movies that are nominated for Oscars. So, like, I want to watch that one, American Fiction. It's about like a black man who's like a writer.
Okay, I've never seen this.
Trying to get his black work, published, but. Hollywood.
Yeah, it looks like
and
fun.
Then I want to see
Elias
Priscilla.
Ross.
I don't think that's nominated for anything, but I do want to watch
that. Oh, yeah. That's on HBO Max.
I know.
I need to watch it, too. But I hate, I hate I hate based on true story.
I only want to watch it because of the hot guy.
I only want to watch it
hot guy
because it's
Euphoria.
From Priscilla's point of view. But yeah, he's hot. But I kind of want, it's only, I'm not interested in Elvis.
I'm not either. But I want to hear this chick's story.
Yeah, I
didn't know she was 14. A child bride. Right. Now that's a real child bride for you.
Real Housewives quote. They don't really talk about people's bad stuff. They're just like, always talk about like Elvis great and then how he stole from black people, but they never talk the fact that he married a child.
12-year-olds? Yeah, they
should
never
put that
talk
up there.
About that. That's also disgusting. What else is out there? What else is nominated? I don't know.
Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah,
is that one?
Be watching that. I do need to watch Barbie though.
You haven't seen Barbie yet?
No, still haven't seen it.
Damn,
it's crazy, right?
That's.
And I heard that Ryan Gosling will be performing "I Am Ken." I still haven't.
I can't wait. One day I had that song playing on repeat. Really? I'm just Ken. Everyone else, everywhere else, I should be a 10. Is it my destiny to? It was actually a really good song.
That's hilarious.
I was like on repeat, and I was like, oh my God, why am I?
What else is up for grabs? Google the Oscar.
I wonder if Son of the Rising Moon, the Native American movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Flowers of the Sons of the Flower Moon or whatever it's called. Yeah. They're definitely, they're up there. I don't want to watch it because any Martin Scorsese movie you're committing to at least 3 hours.
I know.
And I don't know if I could do that.
Let's see.
I watched The Irishman, the movie that came out on Netflix. It took me like 5 days to watch that.
I didn't like it.
I can't believe I actually watched it.
Spider-Man Across the Verse. That's the animation one. Okay, that's supposed to be on there. The Creator. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
Me either. The Holdovers. I need to watch that.
Oh yeah, I need to watch The Holdovers.
It's on Peacock. The Zone of Interest.
I don't know that one.
Poor Things is the one with Emma Stone.
I need to watch that one. Don't know where I could watch it though.
I don't know either. Anatomy of a Fall.
I don't know that one.
You seem.
But I really want to watch American Fiction, but it's like not on anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. I can't tell if having cable hinders me from knowing like upcoming movies because I have no idea. Oh, and Past Lives, A24 original. Someone told me that was really good.
That's the one with the gays?
No, I think it's the one with the Asian couple.
Oh, yeah. There is one up there with
the gays. Which one's with the gays?
The gays, and then there's one with 2 Asian Americans. But I'm not sure what either of the 2 stories are about.
Yeah. Someone told me
watch both of them. I really want to watch the one with the 2 Asian Americans.
Yeah, someone told me the Poor Things was really good. But I think it's a love story, and I can never get into love stories.
I think it's like a Frankenstein type movie.
Oh, Jesus.
She was like made in a lab or something.
Let's see. Oh no, I'm not seeing that. Says 2 deeply connected childhood friends are ripped apart after Noah's family immigrates from South Korea.
Talk about Poor Things.
Oh, Poor Things. I think you're talking about the love one. I was like, I don't know if the Asian movie. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Poor Things. Brought back to life by an Orthodox scientist. Yeah. That's what Emma Stone's one's about. Which I did not know that. Okay, interesting. And what's the Zone of Interest?
All those things. All those movies.
Yeah. So good luck.
You know what I still need to watch?
What?
Everything Happening All at Once.
Oh my God, such a good fucking movie.
I gotta watch it.
I boo-hooed the first time I watched it. I was like,
really?
Next to the camp, zone of interest is Nazis. It says the commitment of Auschwitz. Rudolf Holtz and his wife Hedwig strive to build a life for their family in a house in a garden next to the camp. I'm assuming
every year it'll never fail. They're gonna be making World War II / Nazi movies till the end of the earth.
Well, some of these people,
girl, get a new niche.
Girl, the way the Nazis coming back, man, they might need it.
Say it again.
I said the way these white Americans are trying to bring back the Nazisms. I don't know.
It's just like it's just like it's always a war film.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God.
War never gets old. But it's an A24 film, so I can't deny its love. So, which is interesting.
All right,
A24. Okay. Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. A24.
I was like, what?
Uncut Gems.
What about it?
I don't know. I was just on here. It was listing all the other movies. That
all the A24 movies?
Yeah. And every time, what's her name? Rebecca? Something. Julia Fox says, I was just musing Uncut Gems.
Oh.
Because she was Uncut Gems. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really.
Alrighty then. Jay, do you want to tell us about the movie we're talking about today, mate?
Think body switching. Think gorgeous but mean popular girl in school. Think low life robber with nothing going for him. Think fitting in. Think becoming friends with the popular clique. Think black sense. Think Blasians. Think Tia and Tamara. Think you learn a new lesson by walking in someone else's shoes. Yeah. Think this isn't my best, I know. I really don't even know what to say for this one. Think
penis. Boyfriend.
I woke up and I'm somebody completely different overnight.
Been there, done that.
Think by being ugly on the outside, I learn how to be beautiful on the inside. Sorry, and that leads us to, drum roll please. The Hot Chick.
I was going to call this movie Hot Chicks, but it's called The Hot Chick.
You're getting confused with White Chicks.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing.
Hilarious film we have here.
Summary. Not only is Jessica Spencer, Rachel McAdams, the most popular girl in school, she's also the meanest. But things change for the attractive teen when a freak accident involving a cursed pair of earrings and a chance encounter at a gas station causes her to switch bodies with Clive, Rob Schneider, a sleazy crook. Yeah. Jessica, in the form of the repulsive Clive, struggles to adjust to this radical alteration and sets out to get her own body back before the upcoming prom. The film is a 2002 comedy fantasy directed by Tom Brady, produced by Adam Sandler, and screenplay by Tom Brady and Rob Schneider. Not to be confused with the 5-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady. This is a different Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen.
He probably gets that his whole life. He's like, oh, I have my own thing going for me.
I have my own individuality. The film was released December 12th, 2002, and originally had a rated R rating. Rated R rating? R rated?
It was originally rated R.
Whatever. But several scenes were edited out in order to receive the broader PG-13 rating.
I don't know. I feel like it still could be rated R. I'm surprised that this movie is rated PG-13. I don't know. It's a lot of
If this was rated R, we would actually see his penis.
PG-13. I don't know. I don't know if I would want...
This is definitely PG-13. This is not R-rated.
You think? It's a little inappropriate.
R-rated, you have to curse. You have to say the F word.
They ain't say the F word?
No. Schneider's mother.
What?
I know, right? I really couldn't find much, so what I could find, I was like scraping pennies to get any information here. Schneider's mother and Brady's wife make cameos as judges in the cheerleading competition in this film.
Okay, so it must have been like the Spanish-looking lady. It must have been Williams. Schneider.
Maybe. Who knows? Filming for the film took place at El Segundo High School in El Segundo. And, oh my God, these words. Redondo Union High School in Redondo Beach. And University High School in Los Angeles. Speaking on the film, Schneider commented, "No man is 100% masculine and no woman is 100% feminine.
That's right.
We're all just somewhere on the scale there. So what I tried to do was just play it with an innocence and gentleness and then find some physical keys to lock it in."
As the great RuPaul said, we're all born naked and the rest is drag.
And that's all I got, budget.
All you got.
There was nothing.
You want to talk about how Adam Sandler got his fingers in this or something?
I said he produced it. Were you not listening?
I know, but that's it.
That's all he did. What else is there really to say?
He thought about it in his night and dreamed it, and then he woke up and he was like,
I can say that the character that Adam Sandler plays is based off of an SNL sketch. And that's all I can give you.
He based it off an SNL, like after the fact?
No.
An SNL sketch based this off of him.
So the character that Adam Sandler plays in the movie is based off of a previous SNL sketch that was done.
So he stole this character?
He was on SNL.
I guess. I wanted something original. Fine. Think harder. My guess for the budget is like 10 million.
No.
15?
No.
20?
No.
Am I going in the right direction?
You are.
35.
$34.6 million hairs. Box office.
50 million.
Oh, look at you. $54.6 million hairs.
A surprise.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at. Watch options include Hulu.
Oh.
If you have a subscription. Amazon Prime, where you have to rent. Apple TV, where you have to rent. And how do you say the V word? Voodoo? Voodoo? VUDU?
I don't know.
You can rent it on there too, but for $17.
Dang.
That's crazy, right?
Or you can look it up illegally. I'm not supporting
You could buy it for cheaper.
Yeah.
Like to rent it for $17, I could purchase it for like $9.
It's an old movie that no one like. It's not like a cult classic. It should be free.
It's ridiculous.
So that's all the history you got for us, buddy.
That's all I could unpack.
All right. So let's dive into the movie, y'all.
Ooh, I'm about to
dive in.
The movie begins in, Abenesia?
Oh, that's actually pretty good for you. Oh, I know what I was going to say.
What was she going to say?
You know, you don't listen to the episodes once they're released.
No, because I edited it.
I know. But I don't edit them, so I listen to them. And when I be listening to them, I be like, what the fuck? In the sense of, there's sometimes where I'm just like, am I dumb? Like when we were talking about going steady, and I was like, it's going steady. And then I spelled it, and I spelled steady, then I spelled study, and this is how I spelled it. I spelled it SUTDY. It's like, what's wrong with me? Like, I misspelled study. I was like, that's so embarrassing. And I didn't even catch it. When I was listening to it, I was like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. It's okay. And there's other instances where I'm like, what's wrong with me?
It's okay. A lot of times when I listen to podcasts, I don't know if they spell things. They're like, they do like, they're like, how do you pronounce this? Or like, they're like, what's that word? I'm like, leaf. Like, it's like the easiest word. I'm like, what? I was like, it's leaf. Like, why can't y'all get it? That drives me insane. I'm just like, it's leaf. The word is leaf.
Leaf. And I also want to say, when I had listened to the, what's it called?
We're talking about a specific movie.
Oh, the Bring It On episode. And I was like, you know, at the beginning, they're like, let's do a wah wah.
Yeah.
They're doing a wolf wall. That's what it's called.
Just lied to everybody.
Yeah, I was like, they're not doing anything. They just made up a word. They're doing a wah wah. They're doing a wolf wall. But they don't enunciate well when they say it.
Do you know what a wolf wall is?
Yeah, we've done it before.
Oh, when did that click? What time?
I was like, oh, this is what they were doing in Bring It On. I was like, oh, because it looks the exact same. I was like, oh, this was it.
You discredit them for no reason.
I did.
LOL.
But yeah, I just wanted to clear up those minor issues.
Sorry, guys, we're not perfect.
Sorry.
Take it up with your God.
Whatever God you believe in.
Yeah. All right. Back where I was. The movie begins in Abanesia. Did I get it right?
That sounds pretty good.
Abanesia. I feel like I said it differently.
Is this a real place, I wonder?
Oh, we have to look it up. I think so.
Abracadabra.
Abanesia.
Abra.
Yep. Ethiopian Empire. Okay.
None of those people
Wait, hold on. Is it?
were Ethiopian.
The Ethiopian Empire, also formerly known as Abanesia, or simply known as Ethiopia.
I'm actually really offended that they're in Ethiopia and none of those people are black.
They give more Egyptian, which is black. I don't know. But yeah.
They're African, but them people don't think they're black.
Interesting. I did not know Abanesia.
Ethiopian people are black, though.
Yes.
Sam's Ethiopian.
Yes.
You knew that, right?
Wait, say it again? Did I know Sam was Ethiopian? Is that what you're asking me?
No, I was asking if you knew that that Ethiopians are black.
Yes. Of course I know that.
Well, I didn't know.
What do you thought Ethiopians were?
I knew. No, I'm saying I didn't know that you knew that.
I thought you were stupid. Like I didn't think you put that two and two together. Yeah, I know that Ethiopians are black. I've seen Ethiopians.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
What you thought? What would be the other option?
I don't know.
Africa?
Sometimes you get confused with geography. So,
Fuck you.
like I had to help you out.
Sometimes we be kidding because.
Okay, now we can find the story.
So the movie begins in Abanesia.
In 50 BC.
Am I saying right? I feel like
It's
I said
50 years before Christ. We're moving on.
Okay.
We don't care
I
about
said
the pronunciation
I can't tell
of the
if
dynasty.
I can't tell if I said it the same way or different ways every time I said
You
it.
probably did.
Okay. But you get it. Ethiopian present day. And we meet
past day. You said present day.
It's Abanesia is present day Ethiopia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Abanesia. Screw yeah. And we see Princess Nawa, disgustingly, I wrote here, looking over the balcony to see her soon-to-be husband. He's disgusting. She's not into it.
She don't want to marry him.
No. But she's interrupted when her slave girl basically comes into the room with her delivery, which is a pair of earrings, and the slave girl presents them to the princess, and the princess looks happy. She tells the slave girl to put on her wedding dress, and then they both, in the box was a pair of earrings. They take out the earrings. The slave girl gets one earring. The princess gets one earring. And then they magically switch bodies while their minds, remain in their
souls.
Yeah. Switch bodies.
Their souls switch bodies.
Their souls switch bodies. Yes, there it is.
So Princess Nawa is in the soul is in the slave girl,
and
then the slave girl soul is in Princess Nawa. And Princess Nawa tells her, now you will live a life full of jewelry and money instead of locked up in chains.
I don't care what this man looks like. Back in that time, he could be a whale, and I'm not switching bodies with anybody. To be a slave? Honestly, in this time period?
Honestly, but also, things were so barbaric back then. I feel like being a woman, it don't matter which side of the coin you're on, you're in danger the whole time.
Girl, if you don't poison your husband, you probably have to die with them.
Exactly. Your husband dies, what are they going to do? They're going to kill you too.
Yeah.
It's just like either way, I feel like either way sucks, honestly.
But never would be a slave girl. Look at what
King Henry the Third or the Eighth, whatever number he is, ditch all 6 of his wives.
Could never be a slave. Right, that was his wife.
So it's just like, it just sucks. Either way you get.
I would not trade that in.
Honestly, she might be better off as a slave.
I don't know. She probably died in 2 years because she got a cough. Jesus.
The black lung.
What if she was a slave girl for one day? She's like,
this isn't for me.
She's like, I don't give me the earring back.
Give me the earrings back. Yeah, I just why? Honestly, I feel like the sweet spot during this time is someone in the middle. like one of the chicks on the court.
The tax collector's daughter.
Or like or like one of like the princesses, like ladies in waiting or something. Like, why didn't you switch with one of them? Why you chose the slave
girl? Right, you could have done something different.
You wanted to be a slave? Like,
maybe that was the only person she trusted. I don't know. Right? Did you want to be a slave?
Because I'm sure one of your friends would have happily been like, yeah, sure, I'll be a princess.
And then, like, once you just pick someone, you could just trade back and forth with.
Right.
Like, I need a night off.
You got him this week.
Yeah, you got him this week. Let's wrap this up. But teach his own, girl.
So they're switched, and then that's the end of the story.
Yes,
that's the end of them. That's all we see.
Then we cut to present day. This reminds me of the beginning of Bring It On. Did Bring It On come out before this?
Yes.
Yes. I feel like this cheer team is very much trying to like copy a little bit off of Bring It On.
I was like, why does this remind you of Bring It On? I completely forgot they do a cheer
thing in the beginning.
It could not compare.
Oh, no. Just like a
nothing.
Little. And then the uniforms are kind of reddish. I don't know. It just reminds me of Bring It On.
First of all, the uniforms are hideous.
Yes.
Why do they have gloves on?
Are they wearing gloves?
They literally have gloves, but there's no, the fingers are cut out. So the gloves stop at their palms. But it goes all the way up to their like forearm.
It's like that's
hideous.
It's like a man only saw a cheerleader one time. He's like, I think this is what they were wearing.
Yeah.
It's just like at the club.
And then she does like a round off. I'm like, oh my God, riveting.
You said, oh my God, what?
Riveting. Like, Jesus. Amazing.
Oh my God. You're a cheerleader elitist now.
I sure am. I was before. I was an NFL cheerleader, let's be honest, but now I really am one.
Yes. But yeah, so at present day, we're at school. We meet the head cheerleader or the cheer captain,
Jessica Spencer,
who is our
Rachel McAdams,
and is the main character of our movie. She's beautiful, but she is mean as hell. We see her talking to a not so powerful.
Oh my God, I didn't go through the cast. I must do it.
Okay, break for cast.
Cast! Rob Schneider as Clive Maxton. Jessica Spencer, a middle-aged criminal who accidentally switches bodies with Jessica. Rachel McAdams as Jessica Spencer, girl Clive Maxton. A mean-spirited cheerleader who accidentally switches bodies with Clive. Anna Faris as April, Jessica's best friend. Matthew Lawrence as Billy, Jessica's boyfriend. Eric Christian Olsen as Jake, April's boyfriend and Billy's best friend. Robert Divey as Stan, April's father. Melora Hardin as Carol Spencer, Jessica's mother. Michael O'Keefe as Richard Spencer. Angie Stone as Madame Mombaza, a woman who owns an African store at the mall where the girls get the magical earrings. Matt Weinberg as Booger, Jessica's little brother. Alexandra Holden as Lulu, Jessica's redheaded friend. Maritza Murray as Keisha Lingling Jackson, Jessica's African Korean Jewish American friend. Tia Maury as Vanita, identical twin sister to Sissy and Keisha's friend. Tamara Mari plays Sissy as Vanita's identical twin sister and Keisha's friend. La, 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 la. That's about it. That's all I need.
Okay, now we're back to the movie. We were present day at the school.
It's a cheer performance. Yeah. They're performing cheerleading.
What do you call it? Like a gym, not a gym day, like a rally, a pep rally.
Yeah, it's a pep rally.
So we meet Jessica Spencer, our main character. Also, her name is
Rachel McAdams
in real life. And she's beautiful. She's kind of a B word. And she's talking to a fellow student who is not as popular, heavy set. And she is in the rival school.
Rival uniform.
Yes. And she's like, okay.
The Feenmore Foxes.
Oh.
This is it right there.
The Feenmore Foxes.
She's like, and then so Jessica goes up to her and she's like, are you ready, Gindenberg?
Hittenberg.
That's her name. Oh, Hittenberg?
Hittenberg.
What a last name. Is that German?
They didn't never say her first name. I'm like, I'm tired of calling this girl Hittenberg.
Well, so Jessica goes up to Hittenberg, who's dressed up as the Fenmore Foxes. they're arch rivals.
Yeah.
And she asks her, like, hey, are you ready? And then Hindenburg is like, yeah, but why am I dressed up as their rivals? Like, what's this about?
Mm-hmm.
And then she was like, because, Jessica says, this is all about showing cheerleading unity across all communities and platforms. And Hindenburg is like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It doesn't. So the girls and Jessica, they do their whole cheer thing. And
It
at
looks
the end,
awful.
yeah. Oh, Jay said it looks
Ebony's
awful.
all right. Honeybees, all right.
I didn't know what the hell it was saying. But
I didn't know what, the first time it sounds like they say Ebony's.
I always been saying, Ebony's on my,
That's what it sounds
Ebony's,
like the first time.
saying
But the
honeybees?
honeybees.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. All right. Yes.
Like, Jesus, birds cold in here. So they do that dance, and then Hindenburg comes out. She thinks she's gonna woo the school, but unfortunately everyone like boos her and throws stuff at her, and
They throw toilet paper at her, then someone throws a toilet seat at her, knocking her down to the ground.
And I love how she just like runs off like pretty quickly. She's like, okay,
She's like, yeah, this isn't, I've been conned.
Yes.
So, poor thing.
Poor thing. So, next we see Jessica and her best friend April. They're in class. They're doing their famous handshake. I'll play it later, but it starts off, boys are cheeks and liars. They're such a big disgrace.
They will tell you anything to get to second baseball. Baseball, he thinks he's gonna score. If you let him go all the way, then you are a horticulture studies flowers, geology study rocks.
Dancing
If you
bear
don't
like
know
Chuck.
it, don't sing it.
You didn't finish it, bitch.
Well, because they don't finish it.
Oh, that's why she didn't finish it.
They stop at that part.
Okay, they stop.
And then the next scene, then they do the whole thing.
Yeah, she's gonna do the whole thing later, so everyone be prepared and it better be right. So they're in class, they're doing their famous handshake. And then we cut to Keisha. We're introduced to Keisha. She is Blasian, so black and Asian.
And she enters the classroom. And she is greeted by Tia and Tamara.
Woo! Do Tia and Tamara look amazing in this movie?
They're so pretty.
Gorgeous.
I
wanted more screen time for them because 10 out of 10. Why can't they have been the best friends? They're like Keisha's best friends. I don't know.
They're like not Keisha's best friends, but Keisha wants to be in with them. I like how Keisha is already in with the popular girls.
Yeah, and she wants to be
in with another group.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh,
okay,
Keisha has layers.
Yes.
Okay. She's already in with the popular chicks.
She wants another group.
Now she wants to be in with the black popular.
Yes.
The unfriendly black hotties, if you will.
Yes.
So Keisha walks into class. She's greeted by Tia and Tamara, and they're like, damn! Then they say something black.
You look cute.
And
I think they're complimenting her look. Right?
Yeah, they compliment her like outfit. They say something about her butt, which you know black people do. And then she says something, but then as she's like chopping it up, trying to put on her blackness, enters Keisha's mother, who is Korean. And she's like, Ling Ling, you forgot your pie. And then she's embarrassed because her mother is like full Korean dress. She has the accent.
And then like Tia Tamara are like, not this Korean girl trying to pretend to be black, she almost got us.
Right.
You almost got us.
Then Tia is like, Ling Ling, girl, who gonna pick up the phone?
I said, ooh.
I was like, oh, that's really racist.
That's a little problematic. Look, both the races got in this one because the mama said the N-word and this, and I'm like, okay, we even.
Right. Problematic on both ends.
We'll get to it, but yes, I can't stand that thing. So yeah. So later that day, we see Jessica and her crew. Jessica's talking to the principal. She gives her a compliment so they can leave school early. And then they go to the mall, which I don't know why. I just compare it to Mean Girls when they go to the mall. Let's go shopping.
Yeah, it's hard to look at this movie and not think of Mean Girls.
Yeah, like a funny Mean Girls.
Yeah, because like she's doing the same thing, just not as psychotic as she is in Mean Girls. In Mean Girls, it's like scary,
right? And you know, she is Regina George. Did Mean Girls come out before or
after?
After. They probably saw this and were like,
"She's perfect."
Yeah, she's perfect, because literally. So yes, they're at the mall, they're shopping, and then Jessica runs into her biggest hater, her rival, Bianca, who goes to the rival school you said was...
The Fernmount Foxes.
Yes. So Bianca is a Latina queen. She's cute. She really is.
She walks up. They meet each other in the mall. She greets Jessica, and she's like, Jessica, you look so good. What's different about you? Are you just hanging out with skinkier friends? And then Jessica meets her with, Bianca, you look great too. Are you eating less or barfing more?
And her friend goes,
barfing and then her friend says, barfing more. And her friend who says that is Ashley Simpson, Jessica Simpson's little sister.
Yeah, and she dates one of the men later on. Anywho, not important. But they pretend to be fake best friends. They hug and say goodbye. And at this point, Jessica slips a pair of underwear into Bianca's bag. Bianca walks out the store. The security lights go off. They think she's stealing. They tackle Bianca
to the ground.
That's not a funny joke.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
It's not funny at all. But
I don't like it. I don't like that joke. I don't like me going to jail.
It was just a pair of panties.
Girl.
Back then in 2002, it was only probably like $4.
They don't be, you see how them security guards are waiting for this moment. They've
excited
been living
for this.
To tackle a beautiful woman that won't date him. Oh, he was excited.
This is what he lives for. But before they tackle Bianca to the ground for stealing, they mentioned that there's a cheer competition coming up. And they wish each other good luck because they're both cheerleaders.
Yes. I love this is like back in the day when like high schoolers were paid by like women who are like 30.
Oh yeah, we love this.
Yeah.
I mean, it still kind of is, but
I feel like they're better at not doing that anymore. Be like, she's 21. But I think these are, they have
how old are those kids on Euphoria? The Spanish one, she's like 34 or something.
That is true. But you know,
she looks great.
She looks great. She like hides her age.
Oh, did
they
she
like
really?
Came out and they're like, you've been hanging out with Kim Kardashian for a while.
Oh wow, now she's Kim Kardashian's age.
No, she's not. I'm not saying she's Kim Kardashian's age. I'm just saying she was like hanging out with Kim Kardashian, and people were like, "How old are you?" I was like, "Let that girl,
right? Let her live. Let her do her.
Yeah,
I respect it.
Just because we're." Back in my day, 30-year-olds used to play high schoolers.
Right.
I know today they try to like keep it in the round, but
now
that wasn't always the case.
23, which is still old to be playing a high schooler.
Yeah, but so Bianca gets tackled, and Jessica and her crew laugh, and they continue their shopping spree. They somehow wind up in an African-themed retail store.
It was Keisha's idea for sure.
It was Keisha's idea. This is when we meet
Adam Sandler.
I don't know what his character.
I don't know what his character's name is either.
But he makes all these weed jokes to the girls. He's like,
one of the girls is like looking at a flute, and he's like, "Oh yeah, this was carved in handwood mahogany from the tribes of Africa. And you can stick your weed in there."
And they pick up like a replica of the jail cell that Nelson. I said Manson. I was thinking, yeah,
Charles Manson.
That's
not good.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
Oh, just a rhyming thing. Nelson Mandela. Manson. Why keep I saying
You're
Manson?
saying Nansen. You're combining the two. Nelson.
I've been eating. I had a glass of champagne.
Say it.
Nelson Mandela stayed in. He visited. He did a retreat there. Just kidding. He was in jail.
For 27 years. Yeah, this is a live model replica of the jail cell.
He later
Nelson Mandela.
There we go.
For 27 years.
And he later went on to become
the
president. Before
he was freed and, became the president of South Africa after the end of apartheid, of course. And you could stick your weed in there.
That was perfect. Perfect. Thank you for the history lesson. When
I was because I remember I like watching this movie, and that's before I really knew who Nelson Mandela was.
Yeah.
And he's like, 27 years in prison, but then he becomes president. I was like, what kind of country are they in where they let a man who's been held in prison for 30 years now run the country? Like that, I'm like, I don't understand.
Hilarious.
I was like, this sounds insane to me. I was like, is this not crazy to anybody else? But that's before, I got educated. I was like, oh.
Who is this guy? What kind of corruption's going on?
Like, what kind of corruption they got going on in South Africa?
That is hilarious.
Meanwhile, he's trying to end the corruption. That's why they put him in prison.
That's 26 years is a crazy amount of time.
That's crazy.
Good for him, because I've been like, I'm coming out and I'm going to sleep. No one touched me. I'm not running nothing.
Well, he
Sad.
showed them.
You showed the fuck them.
That's the biggest, like...
26 years. I just can't imagine.
That's his entire, like, adulthood.
Like, what year did he go into prison?
Right. Probably 20s.
Hold on, everyone stop. Okay. Anywho, we guesstimate, because no one's just giving us a direct answer. We guesstimate he's like 40-ish when he goes into prison, which just sounds extreme. I hope that's not right.
Right.
27 years? Lord Jesus. Where the fuck were we in this? Oh. I was like, how did we get here? So yes, they finished talking with Adam Sandler's character, who's like a white Rastafari. And then Jessica goes to like the checkout counter and she finds these pair of earrings. And she's like, ooh, these are cute. If I buy these, I'll be like the best looking girl at prom. Which is
everyone will be envious of me. Not like that was in jeopardy or anything, but you get the point.
Yes. So Jessica looks to the store owner. She's like, how much? And the store owner is like, oh, no, those aren't for sale. Those are a artifact. So I can't sell those to you.
And then Jessica,
why do you have these out here?
Why do you got them out? Exactly. Why do you have them out? If it's a precious artifact that if it gets in the hands of anybody, they're bound to switch bodies with somebody else. Put that shit away.
Put that behind some glass, girl.
Yeah.
Crazy.
In the safe with a lock and key.
Why are you fucking with these kids?
Jessica not taking no for an answer. What does she do? She steals the earrings when Madame Badubazuzi isn't looking.
How dare you?
It was something like that. I couldn't remember.
Oh, no, I'm not saying how dare you. I'm saying how dare you.
Oh.
Just stealing from a black woman. So Jessica and the gang... Well, Jessica stole the earrings. They leave the mall. They stop at a gas station to get gas, to get full service. Unbeknownst to them, inside the gas station, Clive, a longtime criminal,
Rob Schneider,
is inside. He's robbing the gas station. He's not
doing a very good job at it.
He's not good at thievery.
He's a horrible low-level burglar.
Not good.
So he's in there. He's got the gas station attendant tied up and taped, which isn't bad. Okay, sure.
Start.
Which we don't really see. You usually just put a gun to their head, but whatever. So then he's like, "Where's the cash? There's no cash in the register."
Because it's 9 a.m, probably. Like we just
the gas station attendees, like everyone pays credit cards nowadays. And he's like, "Have some nachos." So what does he do? He takes the nachos, puts it in his very filthy, disgusting brown bag, and then takes the cheese and puts it on top of the nachos in the bag. In the bag. This isn't a paper bag. This is a plastic bag. This is what's the material? Cloth. A cloth bag.
Has some decorum.
Then he's stealing like the scratch off tickets. Meanwhile, Jessica and her friends all pull up in her yellow Beetle. And this gas station has like full service. You roll over the little, I don't know.
Diggy thingy.
The diggy thing. It alerts the attendants to come out, service your car. No one's coming because there's a robbery taking place. So she keeps on reversing her car, back and forth, rolling over the thing, dinging the alarm to get one of the attendees to come out. No. Clive is like, oh my goodness, there's people out there. I've got to hurry. I'm in a rush. Got to skedaddle. So he gathers his nachos and like the $20 he gets out of the register, and he makes his way out the door. Jessica sees him, however, and she stops him, and she's like, hello? Excuse me? The gas cap is on that side. So he's like, okay, fine. He really could have just been like, I don't work here.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do that.
No.
So he goes to the car.
I guess he just knows he doesn't want to get caught, so he just do dumb stuff when you think your life is in danger. You're a criminal. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to jail.
So he goes over, puts the pump in the tank, walks off. Jessica stops him. Hello, full service? She's expecting full service. She asks him to check the oil, all those things. He goes underneath the hood. She, being the little brat that she is, to make her friends laugh, she honks the horn, making him hit his head at the top of the lid of the car.
Not nice.
She does it again. He hits his head again. He's like, okay, all done. He closes the car.
I guess at some point I can't really tell. Jessica actually dropped one pair of her earrings on the ground after they drive off.
Oh yeah, because she's like looking at herself in the mirror while he's servicing the car.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, she's like looking at herself in the mirror while he's servicing the car. She's putting the earrings on at that moment, and then she drops one. How it falls out of the car, I don't know.
A little leaning. She's leaning a little over, I guess. But anywho, they drive off. Clive's still standing there, bends down. He sees these nice earrings. He's a thief. He picks them up and he's like, these might come in handy. And then he runs off. So at home, Jessica, after a long day of bullying people, she arrives. She walks into her room and she sees her little brother playing with her bra. He's like wearing it. What does he specifically say? I'm putting it over me.
So she walks in. She sees him playing with her bra. And then she's like, Booger. That's his name. I hate the name. Why are you playing with my bra? And he's like, I wasn't wearing your bra. I was simply pressing it against myself.
There you go.
Says Booger. And she's like, get out. Before he gets out, she notices that he has a black eye. And then she's like, did that Kavanaugh kid do this to you? He says yes. She puts some makeup on him to cover up the black eye. Which I must say, she literally does next to nothing and it's instantly gone.
Yeah, magic. Magic.
And then she notices that he's also wearing her lipstick. And she's like, are you wearing my lipstick? And then he runs off.
I was like, oh, she has a soul. She really likes her brother.
Yeah, he's a cute kid.
He's adorable. He's the best annoying little brother.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
He's not like the little brother from Freaky Friday. He was annoying.
Yeah, he was annoying.
Harry, whatever his name is.
Harry. Oh, God. So before Jessica goes to sleep, she calls up April. They're chit-chatting and talking about, cheer competitions and
Billy and Jake and Bianca and whatever else the girls talk about.
Oh, I forgot. She does sneak downstairs because Billy's outside.
Yeah. So she tells her, love you. They exchange pleasantries. Love being your best friend. Gotta go. My hot boyfriend's outside.
Billy.
So her hot boyfriend, Billy, one of the Lawrence brothers, is outside waiting for his love. She sneaks out of the window to go meet him. They do this little sign language thing that they do.
I love you. You love me. Kiss, catch the kiss,
he
kiss back.
Puts a kiss in his hand and then he ties it up, throws it onto a football. She catches it. She opens it, kisses it back, and then throws it back. It's weird.
True love.
So she goes down. They make out, and then she's like, "Okay, this is fun. Gotta go." And he's like, "Wait, I love you," and everything. Mm-hmm. She's like, "Yeah, I love you too." And then he's like, "Do you want to come skiing with me and my family this weekend?" And she's like, "Billy, I will not have sex with you."
I know what you're up to, motherfucker.
He's like, "What? No." He's like, we're just going skiing. You can come. Sure. We can play Scrabble with my little brother." And then she's like, "Okay, yeah, but I'm not having sex with you." And he's like, "Oh, that's fine. It's cool. We don't have to have sex." And then he's like, "Look, if you change your mind, just let me know. I can stay behind and wait for you." She's like, "Behind, forward, backward, sideways. I'm not having sex with you." And he's like, "That's not what I'm implying."
Yes, it is, Billy. I know what you're thinking, you whore.
So you can tell, he's really, really into her.
Yeah.
Like how Shar was into Ella.
Yeah.
He really Ella Enchanted. Mm-hmm. He's really into her.
He really likes her.
She has the upper hand in this relationship. But they kiss, they say goodbye, and she goes back upstairs to her room.
So right before she goes to bed, Jessica puts on her pair of earrings. Or she always had it on? I don't know.
I think it was always in her ear.
Yeah, I think it was always the ear. But Clive, who's at home in his...
he's rifling through his nachos
and his recliner.
Cheesy $1 bills.
And he pulls out the earring. He puts it on. He's like, ooh, fabulous. And the next thing we see, it's the morning time.
They both go to sleep.
They go to sleep. They wake up. We see Jessica in her bed, but this time, as we look at her, she has the body of Clive. So it's Jessica's soul, but Clive's body. She wakes up. She kisses a picture of her and Billy. She goes to pee, and then she is disturbed to see the fact that she has a penis, and that pee that's coming out of her penis is in her face, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
And then so she's freaking out. She goes to the mirror, and now she sees that she has now turned into a random man. That she probably doesn't even remember the man from the gas station. She's like, who is this? That's even worse. To wake up as a man, you're like, but I don't know who this man is.
Because usually the body switch movies is someone you know. No.
Yeah.
And it's you wake up, you could go in the next room, it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Or you can call whoever and be like, hey, are you me? Because I'm you.
But she literally has no idea what happened.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm just not in this body. I have no idea what.
That's stressful.
So stressful.
That's not fun.
I'd rather be able to be like, how did we get back into each other's body than like, I have no idea what happened.
Just no explanation.
Just a man.
I love how when she goes to the window and she sees that she's a man, you know how usually like scenes like that, they'll do like a long scream like, ah! I love how he goes, ah! And then passes out. I thought it was so funny.
That's a great job.
Meanwhile, Clyde wakes up, same thing. He goes to the bathroom, realizes that he no longer has a penis and he has a vagina.
Yeah.
And he's like, where's my penis? So
we don't really see him much doing this.
Yeah, we don't really see Jessica as Clyde much. But meanwhile, Jessica as Clive calls up her BFF, April. April's in class, and she's like, April, I need you to meet me outside by the bleachers on the track as soon as class is over. And then she's like, what's wrong with your voice? You sound sick. She's like, the cheer competition is less than 1 week away. And then he's like, we've got bigger fish to fry, baby. So we see April. She's out by the bleachers at the track waiting for what she thinks will be Jessica. We don't see Jessica. We just hear somebody scream, April! Down here. April! April! She's startled. She's like, oh my God. She's trying to get her pepper spray. She's like, people know who I am. They'll go looking for me. And then Jessica is trying to get her to understand that this is in fact her. And then she's like, it's me. It's Jessica.
Jessica.
And then she's like trying to explain to her. April's freaking out. She's like, I woke up like this as a man and I'm hairy and I'm growing hair from all over and I don't know what's wrong. Meanwhile, Jessica's eating like a pastry. Whatever she's eating.
I want to try it so bad.
It looks so good.
Like so
what
interesting.
Is that?
Oh, I don't know, but I want to put it in my mouth so bad.
The inside doesn't look good, but the outside. It's like just a strawberry. On the inside, it's like chocolate and cream.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Do these things exist? Because I want to buy one.
The texture seems so fun.
It looks so good.
And I die every time. I'm like, what are you eating? I need to know.
So she's eating this delicious processed pastry. And Jessica goes, and what did I tell you about eating these? They'll go straight to your ass. And then Jessica gets the pepper spray, April gets the pepper spray, sprays Jessica in the face, and Jessica goes tumbling down the bleachers. So then she gets up, she slips on the pastry that April was just eating, and then she falls down the bleachers again, all the way onto the track. Ouch. April, seeing this as her opportunity to escape, she goes running. Jessica is like, April, do you remember in the 4th grade when you moved from Arkansas and people made fun of you and threw rocks at you because you talked funny and your front 2 teeth were brown? I was your only friend.
She was nice at one point.
And then April's like, well, how does she know this? How does she remember this? Only the real Jessica would know. So she goes back to Jessica, and then she's like, Jessica, is it you? So what do? They do their handshake.
I just want to point out to the class, she is pulling it up on her phone, I believe. She's not going to do it from memory, as she tried to
they got Instagram up. Fuck you.
That's even worse. Now I have Instagram up. Now I was just looking at Instagram randomly.
Anywho. So, they do their handshake.
Here we go.
Boys are cheats and liars. They're such a big disgrace. They will tell you anything to get to second. Baseball. He thinks he's gonna score. If you let him go all the way, then you are a whore. The culture study flowers, geology study rocks. The only thing a guy wants from you is a place to put his cockroaches, beetles, butterflies, and bugs. Nothing makes him happier than a giant pair of juggle-luggers, acrobats, and dancing bears named Chuck. All guys really want to do is forget it. No such luck.
So at this, April believes that this man just so happens to be her best friend, Jessica. And she's like, okay, go to my house, wait there, I'll come back, and we'll figure this out. So after school, April goes back to her house. Jessica's there. She's in, I'm assuming April's like girl clothes. She looks ridiculous. And then Jessica's trying to be, feel more feminine. She's spraying, I don't know, like hair.
Like deodorant. Like spray on deodorant.
Spray on deodorant over her whole body. Just, I guess, to feel more feminine.
The penis, all of the things.
And April tells Jessica that she told Jessica's mom that she went skiing with Billy, and so she'll be gone for the weekend, and that should cover that part.
And that should buy them enough time till then.
Yes.
And then Jessica freaks out, and she's like, "You think I'll be stuck like this till the weekend?" And then April's like, "Girl, I don't know. Probably. I don't know what's going on."
Exactly. So they're chit-chatting. At one point, April's like, "So do you have a penis?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have a penis. I'm a man now." She's like, Can I see your penis? Can I see your penis? She's like, "Can you grow up for a second? I am a man."
Do you not understand the gravity of the situation here?
Ooh, love that one.
And then she's like, "Can I see it?" And he's like, "If that'll get you focused, fine." So she shows her his dick. And then she's like, "Definitely top 5 penises I've ever seen."
That night, a very tearful Jessica, in the body of Clive, calls Billy up, who is skiing with his family and his brother and his parents.
He's in the skiing Alps, wherever he is, skiing in their cabin.
And Jessica calls him up in his man voice and's like, "I should have made love to you when I had a chance."
No, it's much deeper than that. "I should have made love to you when I had the chance."
That's not even deep enough.
Should have made love to you.
You know what I'm saying. You get it. You hear what I'm trying to put down.
Oh my God. So Billy's on the phone and he's like, "Father Mokegan?"
Oh God.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
That's not good. I'm like, dang,
concerned.
Not the Catholic Church was trying to beat the little boy rape allegations back in 2002.
They knew.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. They were trying to tell us. But yes. At that point, Jessica's like, "Okay, now you're being weird." And she hangs up on him. She's like, "This is too much. I'm trying to deal with my own thing." So the next day, April, trying to convince their other friends, Lulu and Keisha, that what's going on with Jessica. April meets up with Jessica and Keisha at the mall. Oh, Lulu and Keisha at the mall. And she's like, "Okay, I need to..."
But Jessica's going to be a little late today.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Why? She's always late. Remember that time when we went to Six Flags and she took forever and we missed the bus and our parents had to drive 3 hours to pick us up?" I would have been like, "Bitch, why are you hashing up old shit?"
Oh, why did y'all miss the bus so much?
I was like, why
did school leave y'all?
I was like, why does that have to do with, what does that have to do with anything? And then Jessica comes around. She was like, "I was on my period, okay?" But they're like, "You're a man." So I guess April gives the girls the rundown. Now that they're all, up to speed, we now see them all back at April's house. Debriefing.
I love how, the girls didn't take much convincing.
It did not take... I think April took a lot. Well, not a lot, but enough. The other two, they're like, "Okay, yeah, totally. Sure. We're here. We get it."
I guess. I don't know. Every time I watch them, I'm like, what would I do? I'd be like,
what would I do?
I can't get into your shared
What secret would you reveal for me to know who you were?
Probably something from our childhood. I don't have secrets per se.
But what core memory would be like, "Well, you remember that time we did this?" I'd be like, "Oh, only Jordan would know that."
I don't know. Do you have one? I don't know.
Maybe the time Joshua cut your hair or something.
That's a good one. Maybe that time you told Auntie Betty that Mama didn't like
That's
her.
a great one. One time, we were by our grandmother's house, right? She was on the phone talking to somebody, and she was talking shit about her aunt. And she was saying, her name's Auntie Betty. She was like, "I don't want Betty coming over here." And then so 20 minutes later, Mom picks us up. We run into Auntie Betty. And then Auntie Betty was like, "Oh, I was just going to be your grandmother." And I was like, "Don't go over there, Auntie Betty, because she said she doesn't want you over there." Oh my God, I got shit for that. I'm still getting shit for it now as a 30-year-old woman. Oh my God, okay, I'm a kid. You should have known better not to talk shit in front of me.
That's what Mom would get.
Right. I'm an open book. I'm a child. I don't have a filter. So you say you did. I was doing you a favor. I was trying to help you out.
She don't want you over there.
You said you don't want to be bothered with us, so I let her know. Don't go over there because she ain't trying to be bothered with you tonight. Girl, they chewed me up for that one. I said, okay.
That is hilarious. But now we have to come up with other stuff in case this happens because we revealed it to the world.
Oh, you're right.
That's okay. I'm betting on this won't happen to us, but you never know.
Let's hope not.
So the girls go back to April's house, the place where I guess they can go away with anything, including having a man in your room. And then the first thing we see at April's house is Jessica showing them all her penis. Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay. Now that you guys see that, they start to brainstorm on who may have turned Jessica into a man. And they're like, okay, let's think about all the people that hate Jessica. And one of the girls goes, I think it'd be easier to think about all the people who don't hate Jessica. Jessica is oblivious to the fact that she's a mean girl, that people don't like her.
What are you talking about? People don't hate me. And then so April has to break the news to her. And then she's basically like, look, Jess, although you are popular, gorgeous, and stunningly beautiful, sometimes the mean and vicious and humiliating things you do to people, although they are funny, people tend to just hone in on the part where you're humiliating them viciously. And so Jessica goes, so people think I'm perfect?
Sure,
no, that's not where we were getting at. But, it's going to take some time
for them to
her to really just,
to get to it.
To really learn how to be a better person.
On. But, baby steps.
Baby steps.
So the night's over. The next morning, we see Jessica trying to sneak back into her house, I guess to grab some things. But she's stopped by her father, who thinks that he's the gardener that he hired for some agency to, work on their garden, obviously.
Taquito.
And then Jessica tells her father that he's Taquito. He is a Spanish man that barely speaks any English. And...
Sí, señor.
Sí, senor. And he begins working on the lawn. He's mowing. He's really putting his back into it. At some point, Jessica's dad pulls him to the side to have a beer, chit chat, and he starts talking about how the fact that he used to play basketball with his daughter, he misses doing that, and that he's having marital problems, and him and his wife don't, do the deed anymore.
He's trauma dumping on him. Well, not trauma dumping, but he's dumping.
He's dumping a
lot of baggage onto Taquito.
Taquito, yes. Jessica's dad is...
Let's talk about his bowel movements.
Oh my God.
He farts on him.
He's acting like they're best friends.
He's acting like they've known each other for centuries.
Yes. What? What? He's weird.
Maybe he was doing that because he figured he doesn't speak much English. He doesn't know much of what I'm saying anyway.
I can't really share with him. So, Jessica's really disturbed by this. Jessica's dad's so weird. There was a point he was he was showing him the fact that he shaved his pubic hair.
Yeah, his pubic hair.
And
he's like, oh yeah, I even got a porn star trim, hoping that would liven stuff up in the bedroom. And he shows him his penis.
His own daughter. How dare you?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That didn't even register. That was his daughter. I just thought, why are you showing a random stranger?
That too. Both of those together. Poor Jessica. So they finish that conversation. Jessica begins her walk back to April's house when the girls pick her up. And they're like, okay, we have a list of suspects that we believe could have turned you into a guy. First one on the list is Hindenburg. That was the girl in the beginning of the movie that Jessica bullied into thinking that she can wear the rival school's uniform and not be bullied for it. So I guess she's really good at chemistry. So they find her in the chemistry lab. She's working on some science stuff. She's mixing chemicals together. And they're like, admit it. You turned Jessica into a man because she pisses you off and she bullies you. And she's like, if that was even possible, if I could actually do that, why would I help you turn Jessica back from a man to her original body? She's mean to me. I hate her.
Why don't you run along and play with your chemistry set?
What's that from?
Yeah, I thought you'd have gotten it.
Huh?
I thought you'd have gotten it.
Why don't you go home and play
Why don't you run along and play with your chemistry set?
Give me a hint. Oh.
I don't know how to give you a hint for this.
I don't know how to do that.
Give it away. It's from a series of movies.
Not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, who says that?
What's his name? Sirius. When they're all in that room and we're about to figure out who Peter Pettigrew is, and Snape comes in, and all three of them are bickering, and he's like, "Why don't you just run along and play with your chemistry set?"
That's so random.
He says it to Snape.
Oh, he says it's to Snape. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, oh, got it.
So yeah, Hindenburg is like, why would I? If I did do this, even though this is physically impossible.
Yeah.
Why would I help you? And then Jessica, she has a real moment with her and she's like, Hindenburg, you don't know what it's like to wake up every day and have to shave your chin. And then Hindenburg is like, I do.
I do know what it's like.
And then somehow that gets her on board, and she's like, "Okay, we're cool now.
We're cool now,
and I will now help the crusade
I care now
of you trying to turn back to your original body."
Fine. Next, okay, Hindenburg's checked off. She's not part of this. Next, we go to Eden. It's another girl that Jessica bullies. We haven't really talked about her, but they bully her. She's a goth girl. She's into she's like a Wiccan. She's a witch.
Think the craft.
The craft. So they go to her, and once again, the first thing we see is Jessica showing Eden her penis. She's like, okay, I guess I believe what's going on. But Eden denies transforming or doing a hex on Jessica, transforming her into a man. She mentions that she thinks this kind of spell is associated with Santeria. And the only Spanish person they know in their life is Bianca. So they're like, it must be Bianca.
It must be Bianca. She's Spanish and she hates you.
Yes.
It's the only reasonable explanation.
Right. So Eden's like, okay, so if it's Bianca and she's practicing Santeria, then she would have a scorpion tattoo on her back. And then the girls are like, okay, Bianca always hangs at this club. Do you remember?
Instant Tang.
We'll go there tonight and we'll investigate. And tonight's ladies' night, so ladies getting free.
We all getting free. Yay! Well, not all of us.
It's fine.
Jessica will not be getting in free.
Yes. So, with the new plan to go to what's the name of the club?
Instant Tang
to see Bianca's Scorpio tattoo. They decide that Jessica in her new body needs a makeover in order to attract Bianca to dance with her, so that they can see the tattoo.
So,
makeover.
We get a quick montage of his makeover. First, they give him this long bob cut. Then they do a little blonde. Then they do a beanie with a goatee. Then they settle on basically the look that he originally had with just a little bit of a haircut. And then the inspo for all of these looks were all members of the Backstreet Boys.
LOL.
So, the ladies, the crew, along with Eden and Heldenberg, all the girls, they make their way to Instant Tang. They get in, they're bobbing, they're flowing, they're having a good time. They spot Bianca on the dance floor. Jessica and Bianca, or Clive, whatever, start dancing. And then Jessica is basically looking for the scorpion tattoo. She's bending her over. She's turning her around. She's spinning her. And then April shouts to her, find the tattoo. And Jessica's like, I'm looking. Then, lo and behold, she rips, what's her name? Bianca's top in half. And there is no Scorpio tattoo.
How dare you?
And Bianca runs off because you just ripped her shirt off.
Yeah.
In the middle of the club.
I want to point out when she comes down the stairs and in the background is playing Back Like This. Back Like. Everyone uses that scene on Twitter.
That meme, yeah.
That meme of her dancing.
It's from this movie.
It's from this movie.
My favorite part is every time he runs into that bartender.
Yes.
He's like,
I'll take 2 banana daiquiris, 1 mango, slow gin fizz, 1 slippery nipple, and for me, a screaming orgasm on the beach with extra sugar on the rim. Yum!
I think it's so funny.
Him and this bartender always have a thing. The
bartender keeps on catching him slipping.
Saying the craziest things. So Jessica's hanging out with her girlfriends. And while they're hanging out, this freaking weird guy who apparently is in college comes up to Eden.
And he has a ponytail.
The ugliest ponytail. And he asks Eden, hey, are you the girl that's sleeping with that college guy?
And Eden's like, no.
And he goes, do you want to be? And he starts laughing with his friends like, ha 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 ha. That was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Best joke ever, right?
What kind of pickup line is that? Oh, what? Be for real. How you thought that was going to go?
He thought it was going to, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like.
You thought she was going to be like, yeah, I want to be that girl. Having sex with a man with a ponytail. You're not in college. Be for real.
An ugly ponytail. You don't even style your hair.
It
just
looks like
put
it
in a
hasn't been
ponytail.
washed in
You
ages.
just threw it in a ponytail. If you're gonna have long hair, it needs to be. You need to have a twist out, honey.
So this misogyny irks Jessica to her core. And she gets up and she says, hey, you can't talk to her like that. And then the guy with the ponytail is like, and what are you going to do? And then, so what do? They take it outside. We've made this outside. We're in the alley of the club, right? Everyone's circling around. Fight, 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 fight. Jessica smacks him. The guy with the ponytail pushes Jessica. Eden tells her, thank you for sticking up for me. Now go kick some ass. Jessica's back into the fight. Somehow she gets a hold of his ponytail and like slings him around. And then he goes flying into the dumpster and his ponytail has ripped off. And Jessica says, you think you're all that because you can pee with your penis?
You're so cool because you can pee with your penis.
Get a new conditioner because your ends are totally split.
Yeah. Jessica won the fight and won the girls that she already had.
And they have the best night ever, even though they still don't know how or why Jessica is like this.
Hey, we got another person to cross off the list. So the next day at school, Jessica, at the advice of April, goes to school to interview for a job as a janitor. So she can still be at school. I don't know why that needs to be necessary, but...
Right.
So before Jessica's interview, she's hanging by April's locker, and April's boyfriend, so she thought, Jake, stops by. He's like, hey, girl, had a great time skiing.
So he went skiing with Billy.
And he's wearing like a scarf around his neck. It's confusing. He's actually really sunburned. It's also confusing. Like, wear sunscreen. And he's wearing a scarf. He's like, yeah, the conditions out there were crazy. April,
he was like ski rash or something like that.
April, not being an idiot, she pulls back the scarf on his neck and sees tons of hickeys, making her realize he cheated on her. And he just, there's no argument. He just kind of just walks off.
He's like, yeah, well, I'll see you in English. And he just walks off. He had so many hickeys. It looked like he had a disease.
Yeah, and that with that red, his face was like red.
I think
like
it's from the ski mask, maybe. But yeah, he just had a lot going on.
It was a lot going on.
He had the scarf. His face was burnt.
Yeah.
Then we see your neck. He needed to take a week off from school.
Yeah.
Looking like that.
So April's disappointed. Jessica's trying to cheer her up.
She's like, girl. I'm so sorry. Your boyfriend sucks. April's like, we're totally over.
That's right. So after this, Jessica goes to the principal's office. The principal's like, for, someone who's cleaning up, we really want someone with some background, 2 to 3 years of janitorial experience, which is stupid.
And you don't have any.
And Jessica, being the charmer that she is, she's like, oh my God, your hair's so cute. Looks really fluffy. And the principal's like, yeah, I just got it done. Thanks
Marjorie, it's like, thanks.
Marjorie.
And she's like, well, anyway. And then he's like, look, I understand I don't have much janitorial experience, but that's because, I'm really a struggling musician.
I play the tuba.
He's like, it all started back in high school when I played the tuba. And then Marjorie's like, you played the tuba? I played the tuba.
She loves it.
And then he was like, yeah, honors band. And then Marjorie's like, you know what? I'll go ahead and give you the position. Just fill out this paperwork for me, and you can start today, tomorrow, who knows?
Yes. And one of those paperwork has to be, is her background check.
Oh, right.
And she's like giving her fingerprints, which is something you shouldn't do at the office. You're supposed to like go somewhere for that. But anywho. So we're on. Jessica's got a new job. And next we see her in the boys' bathroom. She's supposed to be cleaning. But she finds Billy in there using the restroom, and she sticks her head over the stall and is like, hey, Billy. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? And she's like, we need to talk. He's like, I don't want to talk to you.
Billy's like, about what?
About what? I don't know.
Like, who are you?
I don't like this. She basically tries to talk to Billy. Billy is freaked out, obviously, because a grown man's trying to talk to him and is spying on him in the bathroom, and Billy runs off. So the next morning, Jessica is back at her house. She's playing gardener, and she's trimming the hedges when, once again, her dad is like, come on, let's play some basketball. That's really aggressive in the beginning. He is fouling her. He's knocking her down. He's got the shortest shorts on. I'm not really sure what her dad's going through. I don't know if it's like a midlife
He's
crisis.
weird.
I don't know if he doesn't have any friends. He's very weird, and it's concerning. So they start playing basketball. Jessica starts to get her groove, and she starts, doing her 3-pointers, getting her points. And then she starts talking about the marital issues that her father brought up earlier. And she's like, have you ever thought about, rekindling your marriage and talking to your wife and kissing her and stuff like this? And the dad's kind of blowing it off, but she did her best. Meanwhile, the whole time, Jessica's little brother has been watching her, and he watched her play with the dog. He's like, that's weird. He watched her shoot the hoop, and she flicked her ankle up or her leg up, and he's like, that's the same way my sister plays basketball. It's like she's on to the fact that
Taquito just seems also familiar to Booger.
Yes, same mannerisms. So inside, the mom walks into the kitchen. She's Booger, and she's like, have you seen your sister? I haven't seen her forever. And Booger is like, you know what? You just missed her. She just left. She says, hey. And he's sticking up for her, his sister, that
he's covering up for his big sister
that he doesn't know is there or not. It's so weird. She could be dead in the ditch, and you just prolonging that. So, and then back to outside. Jessica and her dad finished playing their basketball game. Jessica is feeling a little emotional, and she basically tells her dad how he's a great dad, and any girl would be lucky to have him as a father. Just very nice.
They're really bonding, the dad and Taquito.
Yes. And I feel like Jessica misses her parents because she hasn't really been hanging out with them. She's doing her own girl thing. She's driving her friends to malls. She's bullying people. She doesn't have time for family affairs.
And now she's a man, and now she can hang out with them.
Yeah, she wish she had it back. So now the girls go back to Eden's house to do additional research on why Jessica is now a man. And they stumble upon, while searching on the internet, the pair of earrings that Jessica stole from the African store a couple days ago. So they return to the store, and Jessica and the girls hear the owner tell them the story about Princess Nawe and the history of the earrings. And they tell her, or the store owner tells her basically that you have until the end of the full moon to change these earrings back, or you're going to be stuck in this body forever.
She says that? Oh, I missed that part.
You got to find those earrings, or to the end of the full moon.
And all they can think about is, what about prom?
What about prom?
So then in the next scene, the girls are going around passing out lost and found posters for the earrings. I've never seen anybody in my life ever do that behind earrings. Be for real.
Yeah.
So are they doing that at the high school?
They're in the high school. I think they're doing it at the mall as well.
So they're doing it all over town.
All over town.
Next scene, we're back at the high school, and we see Billy and Jake talking after football practice. And Jake is talking about his current relationship with April, and then he's just basically look, she's my sometime girl. When I'm bored and I need something to do, that's when I hook her up. I hit her up. She's cool and everything, but she's like an old car. I want a new model.
Oh my God. Can you just imagine telling a 16-year-old girl is an old model? Are you crazy?
That's insane. She's as fresh and as youthful as they come. And then so, Jessica, being the janitor, is in the locker room hearing all of this. And she's like, you jerk! And then Billy and Jake look to Jessica, and she's like, whoever left shit in these stalls is a real jerk. And then Billy goes on to say, man, I'm not like that. I haven't heard from Jessica in weeks, and I just miss her so much. I love her. And then Jessica's like, I miss you too. They look at Billy and Jake look at Jessica again. They're like, what? Who are you? What are you doing? And then that kind of concludes their conversation, and they leave.
So the next scene, Jessica's back at her house. She goes into her room because she's still looking for these earrings now that she knows that this is the reason why she turned into a man, and she needs to find those earrings so she can she can be back in her body. While she's searching in her room, her mom stumbles upon a man in her daughter's room and is not super concerned. Not concerned at all. And then Jessica tells her mom, I dropped my earrings outside and they hit the lawnmower, and I think they ricocheted into your daughter's room. And the mom goes, I love when men wear earrings. Ma'am,
You're that thirsty.
I'm concerned. And it's also Jan. I never get to see her outside of the office. Miss her.
Oh, yeah. The mom is Jan from The Office.
Jan Levinstein.
Ghoul. So.
Did you drop the ghoul?
Drop the ghoul.
The ghoul's dropped.
So. The mom takes Taquito downstairs. And she whips him up some lunch. And he goes to eating it. And she's like, oh, it's quesadillas. Your national Mexican dish. He's like choking on it for how spicy it is. And he's like, what the hell is that?
What the fuck is that?
And he was not used to the spice. Anywho, Jessica and the mom have a heart-to-heart. I don't know. Jessica says something. And the mom sees...
She says, I haven't heard you laugh in so long.
Oh, yeah. So the mom laughs at him choking. And, yeah, Jessica goes, I haven't heard you laugh in such a long time. And the mom sees this as like an open invitation to jump over the table in a mall to Quito.
Can't do that, man.
And Jessica is like, no, stop. Get off of me, please. And then the mom's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Chiquito is like, it's okay. It's fine. I understand. I get it. She jumps over the table once again.
How dare you, mate?
To try and maul him. And then Jessica is like, please stop. This is so wrong in so many different ways. I need you to get off of me. And then the mom was like,
back away.
Are you gay? And then Taquito was like, yeah,
obviously.
of course I like men.
She's like, no, she's like, do you like men? She's like, yeah. I love men. She has no idea that it's her daughter. She tried to make out with her own daughter. She's like, this is the
showing Jessica his penis. The mom trying to have sex with her. That's
too much. Y'all really are going through it.
The only normal one here is Booger.
Yeah.
So the mom is like, okay, I'm really sorry. My bad. Let's be BFFs. And then Taquito's like, you know what? Why don't I run you a bubble bath, paint your nails, and we can have like a girl's day.
Yeah.
And the mom is like, my daughter used to do that for me all the time. And then Taquito's like, you know, I would love to do that for you.
Aww.
So they make their way upstairs. The mom's in the bubble bath. Taquito has like a scrubber, a loofah, and is really like getting in there, which is still weird.
Yeah.
But they're in the tub. Well, the mom's in the tub. Taquito is there to assist, giving her a nice little back scrub and everything like that. Emerges the father.
He's hearing sounds, strange sounds.
He walks into the bathroom, sees this. Obviously, it's a compromising position. It doesn't look great. Mm-mm. And he's like, Taquito, how could you? We're supposed to be amigos. And then the mom is like, whatever his name is, Richard Stan, whatever. She's like, it's not what it looks like. And he's like, no, enough. I don't want to hear it. Taquito, Jessica, makes him run for it. She goes out the door. Stan turns to his wife, is like, you know, I'm sorry I haven't been present. I'm sorry I haven't been there. But baby, I still got the hots for you.
Yeah.
And he plants one on her.
And they reconcile their differences,
and their marriage has just now been brought back to life.
My favorite thing that Taquito says is, I don't know what he says it to. He's like, too mucho.
Yeah.
What does he say that to?
Too mucho. It's like when they're sitting down. I don't know. Yeah, he does say too mucho.
He says the darndest things. So Jessica goes back to April's house for their own like spa day, kind of. They're painting each other's nails. And Jessica says that she's worried about missing prom. That's in 3 days, and she really hopes that she can turn back into her regular body so she can attend prom. And she's also reflecting on how much she took for granted, and her friends, and her boyfriend, and being herself. And she's really being introspective. Is that the word? And then
she's reflecting.
And then April shares that she's, had a real good time with Jessica being a man, and she's not. She's not ready to lose this. But they're interrupted when Jake calls. They don't pick up. He leaves a voice message. And he tells April, like, hey, I was going to hop in the shower. Or should I just, like, come over and let's hook up? And April's feeling a little embarrassed because if Jessica wasn't there, she probably would have said yes. Jessica answers the phone. Of course, you remember she has a man's voice, and she makes it even deeper, and she pretends to be April's lover, and it's like, oh, she's covered here, man. And she also said, my PP's way bigger than your PP.
Too late, bro.
Too late, bro.
I'm already over here. And she said, my PP is way bigger than your PP. And that's if you fold it in half.
Yeah. Bro stuff.
And then so they hang up on him.
Yes.
And then Jake, of course, is feeling played.
Distraught. Because that was his, like, third on this list. And she's all effing with him? What does this mean for me?
Right.
So April tells Jessica, you know what would be a... no. April tells Jessica that she really thought she was in love with Jake. And they start discussing what real love feels like. You know, you want to wake up and see them, and you can't wait to see them, and you miss them, and you love them, blah, 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 blah.
So, of course, Jessica's talking about Billy. I hate that name.
Huh?
Billy?
Yeah, it's not my favorite.
Oh, my God.
It's Hillbilly.
Awful.
Billy.
Why? That's such a 50s name. Why? That name should be illegal.
Retire it.
Retire the name Billy.
But yes, Jessica is talking about Billy. But April is talking about man Jessica. Boy Jessica. Jessica in this man body. She's really loving it. It's her best friend, but she's a guy.
So, of course.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, match made in heaven here.
Let's make this happen. She doesn't tell her that, but you can tell it by her eyes. But then April was like, you know what would be a great idea? How about we go to prom together? And Jessica's like, oh my God, that'd be such a great idea. I would love to. We would make Jake so jealous. But April wanted to go to prom with Jessica, like as a date. But she's like, okay, you know.
Yeah, April is no longer worried about making Jake jealous. She just worried about Jessica.
Yes.
Because she thinks she's fine.
Oh, you're a good friend. So Jessica and April are having this night in. And then we cut to a heartbroken Billy. He's driving around. He's crying. Is he wet? I just can't tell. Like, I think he's wet. I'm not sure what's going on.
But it might be raining or something.
Yeah.
But, you know, he hasn't heard from his girlfriend. He hasn't seen her. He doesn't know where she is.
Right.
He misses her.
No one knows where she is.
She's gone MIA on him, and he loves her. So while he's driving down the street, he sees Jessica. Well, her body. Walking down the street. He pulls over. He's like, Jessica, baby, I love you. Where have you been?
Love.
Jessica, not knowing, you know, who this is, she looks at Billy and she's like, what's your name? He's like, it's me, Billy. And she's like, right, Bobby. Okay, yeah. You got any money on you? She asks, and he's like, I don't know, maybe like $20. She's like, give it to me. And then she's like, that car, who's it for? And Billy's like, it's my dad. You know that. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Jessica's like, okay, yeah, give me the keys. And he's like, okay, sure. So he gives him the keys, and she's like, all right, thanks for that, Brandon. I'll catch you later. And she darts off.
She takes off in the car. At first, Billy's like, what the hell? And then he sees Jessica, you know, make a Yui. He's like, oh, you're just joking. You're just joking, buddy. And then Jessica almost runs him over. And he's like, what just
going on?
Happened?
Remember, this is Clive.
Yes.
In Jessica's body.
Could you imagine going home and being like, yeah, I gave my car to my girlfriend, ?
Right.
My dad's car to my girlfriend.
Right.
It's actually a really nice car. It's like something he probably like redid himself in his garage.
He revamped, revitalized, restored.
And your son just gave it to...
He just gives it away.
Your hooker girlfriend. That's crazy. But the next day is a cheerleading competition.
It's a big day.
We see Bianca and her team. They're up there. They're killing it. I think they did an amazing job. No?
They just, first of all...
They did worse or better than Jessica's team?
None of that of what they did was cheerleading.
It's okay. It's high school.
They did a dance. It wasn't cheerleading. And Bianca being the only Hispanic member of the team, they do like a Latin dance. I'm like, she's the only one Spanish on this team. No. All the other people are white.
That main girl that was in the center, she was Spanish. I didn't look at the rest of them. But yes, not enough Spanish people for the Spanish school.
If we're going to do that, you know, let Bianca be the star. And then y'all just do y'all cheer stuff. Because now it feels like appropriation.
It's something. I think they were trying to be the East Compton Clovers. Is it them? We ain't white. We ain't white. We definitely not white. Break it down in words.
And nonetheless, Bianca and her crew, they go. They do like a Latin spin on cheerleading.
I liked it.
And then now it is time for Jessica and her team to go. Jessica is there. However, she is dressed up as the mascot, a honeybee.
Yeah.
But she also has like a cheerleading skirt on and fake boobs.
Yes.
So they do their performance. They're killing it. They're crushing it. It's at the end. We make it to the end pyramid. For whatever reason, they put Jessica up at the top.
She's the number one girl.
And
that's why.
What happens? She falls, of course. She falls off the pyramid. The mask comes off. And it is revealed that it's not Jessica under there, that it is Clive. And everyone is gooped and gagged. They're like, that's not a cheerleader. That's a 40-year-old man.
That's a man in there.
What we failed to mention is that Billy is also there. And Billy sees Jessica before, it's revealed that it's actually not Jessica, it's Clive in the costume. And, they make googly eyes at each other. They do their little sign language where he, wraps up the football in a love note, throws it to her. She catches it. She throws it back. They do that whole thing. While she's in the honeybee costume because he can't see her face.
Yeah. He also was missing
And he's
her.
like, she still loves me.
Yes. I'm back, baby. She probably has my dad's card too, hopefully.
Yeah, can I get my dad's car back? So fast forward, now Clive/Jessica is just falling off the top of the pyramid. Everyone's gooped in gags. They're like, great. There goes the competition for us. Meanwhile, the judges are deliberating. They look in the rule book. One of the judges makes an announcement, and she says, according to section 34C in the cheerleading handbook, school employees can perform as mascots. And this man is the school's janitor. Say congratulations to your winners, the Hilton Honeybees.
Bullshit. I'd be so pissed.
I would be pissed.
I'd be so pissed. I also like how she started off like, the man in the cheerleading skirt with the fake boobs happens to be the janitor. But he's allowed to do that.
So he's allowed. We're going to allow it.
I'll be so pissed.
So they win the cheerleading competition. But Jessica turns to Billy in the crowd. And Billy is disgusted.
He's not into 40-year-old men.
He's like, you're not Jessica. You're a man. So it doesn't really go over well and then, for Jessica.
Fortunately, she sees Billy walk off with Bianca, arm to arm.
Yeah, she's stealing his man, her man.
He's moving on kind of quickly. Now, okay, I get move on, but not you go, that's my rival. Don't move on with my rival.
You know I don't mess with that girl.
How dare you? So the next day, Heldenberg is at home. She's practicing the flute. She's watching the news, honey. And there's a news article about a girl that the media is calling the hot chick bandit. She's luring men into alleyways. She's beating them up. She's robbing them. And we have here live one of the victims that the hot chick bandit abused.
Yeah. So he's talking about how, at first we thought she needed some help. So, us being no, y'all didn't. Yeah. I didn't buy it.
They thought they were going to get, they thought she was a sex worker.
Yeah. They're like, oh, well, at first we thought she needed some help. So, us being the good guys that we are, we stopped to help her. Then out of nowhere, she starts wailing on us. And then one of the victim's friends gets it on camera.
He's like, luckily, my friend was close by with the camcorder.
He's like, luckily, Fitzy, the good guy that he is, he was hiding behind a garbage can the entire time, getting it all on camera. Didn't stop to help and intervene. Nope. Was just recording. So then the news reporter is like, well, it looks like she got you really good. He's like, well, I got a few punches in there. Don't you worry. We see the footage. He got 0 punches in. He's
like, why?
Jessica whooped his ass.
I think that's one of my favorite scenes. He's like, why? So Heldenberg recognizes Jessica's body, and she's like, oh, we found her. Not only is your body not with somebody else, it's on the news. Right. You're going to jail. He's committing crimes in your body. And this is not a good look. So Jessica returns home. Prom's coming up. She walks into her room, and laid out on her bed is what would have been her prom dress. It's like this red number. It's really cute.
It's not really cute.
It's a straight. I don't know.
It's not a prom dress.
Yeah, it's not a prom dress.
It's formal.
Yeah. So next, we see her little brother Booger. He's walking by. He hears tears and crying coming from his sister's room. He walks in and sees what's his
Takiko? Takiki? What is it? Oh my god, why can't
Taquito.
No.
Taquito?
Taquito.
That's what I said. We see Taquito. No, I'm gonna say Taquito in his sister's prom dress on her bed crying. And he's like, hello. And she goes, leave me alone, Booger. Not right now. He's like, oh my God, I knew it. You're my sister.
You're Jessica.
And she's like, are you going to rat on me? He's like, no, we all deserve to be who we are or something like that. He says something.
Yeah.
He's like, I love you no matter who you are.
Yeah, he says something like that. But this isn't who she is, but nice enough.
Yes. Because her little brother's whole thing is that he's
gay.
Yeah, he's gay. He's cross-dressing. And
or he's just experimenting.
Yeah. He's open.
Yeah.
And no one in the family is stopping him from being that person. Jessica's just like, don't touch my stuff.
Right.
Touch mama's stuff or something.
So he's like, we all deserve to be who we are.
Yeah.
They have a heartfelt moment.
And he accepts her for who she is.
What happens next?
So back at school, the principal, earlier did a background check. Finally, that information has just seen the fact that the body Jessica's in, Cleve, is a criminal. Clive is a criminal, and she is now concerned that she hired a criminal to work at her school. But it's also the night of prom. So next we see T and Tamara. They're looking amazing at prom. They're chit-chatting with their maybe soon-to-be bestie, Keisha. And they're complimenting Keisha on her look. She look good.
You look real black tonight, girl.
Woo. So Keisha is trying to be cool once again. Here comes her mom.
This time, her mom is not in her traditional Korean style outfit. She is in something
90s
that
hip-hop.
you would see Biggie Smalls in.
Yeah.
Like a tracksuit and those hats that you wear to the side.
Gold chains.
Baggy clothes. And she walks up to Keisha and she's like, Ling Ling, homie, what's going on? You forgot your corsage. And then Keisha has had enough and she turns to her mom and she's like, will you stop? Leave me alone. You're embarrassing me.
You are.
And then Keisha's mom was like, I just want to meet you halfway. And I think she calls her the N-word.
Something like that.
She says damn N-word and walks off.
I am over movies, and I hope they stop doing this as the time goes on, making it funny to be black, to say the N-word, to be hip-hop.
Yeah.
There's other things there's other cultures you can make fun of, or have white people pretend to be. I am over it.
Right.
I don't think it's funny when you say the N-word.
Stop it.
Stop it. It's not funny.
Just because you're making a movie doesn't make it acceptable for you to say the N-word. No, cut it out.
But I don't get that. I don't think that's a punchline anymore. Get over it.
Yeah.
Damn N-word.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a while. But
haven't seen it in a while. I don't want to see it ever again. They love that shit.
But that movie we were watching last night, one of those white guys said.
But see, they're not being funny. they're just being they probably do say that. Yeah. I don't like it when it's. Well, I didn't like it there,
right?
But I don't like it to be
supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, this is where you laugh now,
right? Ha 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 ha! We used a slur.
Yeah, I don't like that. They was dead ass serious. Just I don't like, but it's in Mean Girls, it was the Asian. She's like, you remember that?
Stop trying to use black people's trauma at our expense
for
a laugh. So, Ling Ling or Keisha, her mom calls her Ling Ling. Keisha is like, leave me alone, you're embarrassing me.
She was embarrassing.
She said the N-word, I just want to meet you halfway, and she leaves. And then Tia and Tamara are like, damn girl, I wish my mama was that hip and cool. And now Keisha's reevaluating. She's like, is my mom not embarrassing? If Tia and Tamara say otherwise. So
Keisha runs outside. She finds her mom and she's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. But you have to stop embarrassing me in front of my friends. Dead ass. Please stop embarrassing me in front of me and my friends. And her mom tells her, It's not me who you're embarrassed of.
You're not ashamed of.
Oh, you're not ashamed of me. You're ashamed of yourself.
Ouch.
And she's ashamed of herself.
Ouch.
She's not happy with her Korean heritage. She really wants to lean into her black side. But both are pretty cool. Yeah. You got the best of both worlds.
Multicultural.
Yes. You don't have to be just black girl.
Girl, if I had a Korean mama, I'd be like, teach me Korean now.
Yes.
That's what I'd be doing.
That's what I'd be doing.
Let me learn some Korean.
But I guess it's hard when you're like the only I don't know. But she got black people. I don't know what. And I'm sure there's Koreans at that school. I don't know. I don't know what her issue is.
Look. Self-identity. Who knows?
Yes. But, fix it while you're young, honey.
Right. That self-hate. It runs deep if you don't cut it in the bud early.
Yes. So our mom drives off and she's got one of those cars that
has
bounce.
Hydraulics.
Thank you. And once again, I was like, okay, I'm over the bit, guys. I'm over the bit. I didn't like it either. So Heldenberg.
You wasn't mad when she was coming up in the office talking about some ling-ling. You forgot your bento box of lunch. You weren't offended then.
She forgot her lunch. Ling-ling. What's wrong with that?
But she was okay. So she's making maybe because it's not as bad because she is Asian.
Yes, that's the point.
I guess. Okay, you
that
got
is
me
the
there.
point.
At least she's tapping into her own culture.
Yes, Ling-ling. You forgot your lunch. I am an Asian mom.
Well, she's putting on a very heavy Asian set.
Oh yeah, they don't need to. They don't need to be doing that anymore. But in movies, but you ain't gotta pretend to be black. I just don't like that punchline.
Yeah, the use of the N-word. We've got to stop, people.
Yes, I just don't think it's funny. Like I get it. I'm white and I pretend to be black. Ha ha ha.
Oh, that reminds me.
Did someone die?
No, remember?
Oh, Winkster. You gonna put the mom in there?
Yeah, my list.
You gonna put Keisha in there too? Because technically, but Keisha is black.
No, she's black.
Yeah, she is black. She just doesn't want to be Korean for whatever reason.
Movies with wannabe gangsta white people trope. We have Big Fat Liar, Jamie's sister, and then we have Kevin and his friends and Can't Hardly Wait, and now we have Keisha's mom.
Damn, first Asian.
And the hot chick.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
just keep on adding to that.
Stay tuned. So Hildenberg, the only one doing real work here, goes to the alley that she saw Jessica attack that man and to do recon because she's the only one interested in, helping this girl out. She's in the alleyway. She finds a matchbook from a place called the Polecat Club. And we're made to believe this is where Clive is working. But Jessica's at prom. She walks into prom with April. They're happy to be there. They go outside. They stand like where everyone enters and hoping that Jake will walk by and see them and get jealous. But April tells her that, I don't really care about Jake anymore. I'm just happy that we're here together. And Jessica's really not catching on to the fact that April is in love with her.
She's like, oh, good, honey. That's so good. He was the worst anyway. Oh, look, Jake's coming. Give me a kiss.
So they kiss. Jake sees this and he is shooketh.
Yeah.
So much that he spills his drink on his date, who is Ashley Simpson.
And so April and Jessica are making out. They finish their kiss. Jessica looks at April and she's like, I am so lesbian right now.
I'm so lesbian right now.
And April's like,
me too.
So then she goes in and she kisses Jessica again. And then Jessica's like, oh, we've done it, honey. He's gone. He's gone. We're good. We're done here. And then I think she kisses him one more time. And then Jessica's like, okay. And then April confesses to Jessica, look, why, like, you're my best friend. You've always been my best friend. And now you're a man. It's honestly perfect. It's a match made in heaven. It's fate. Why can't you just stay here as Spence? And then Jessica's like, baby, what? No. I love you, but I love my body more. And I love Billy.
Why did they call her Spence? I never got that.
Her last name is Spencer.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
I feel like we never mentioned What they call him,
yeah.
Spence. We've been saying Taquito.
Yeah, Taquito.
So Jessica is Taquito when she's at home with her family, but when she's at school as the janitor, she's Spence.
Yeah, I prefer Taquito.
I prefer Taquito too.
It's better. But yes, Jessica is like, please don't let the fact that you're into me and that I'm still a man get in the way of our friendship. And they hug. And while they're hugging, the principal walks outside and she sees she doesn't seem concerned that the janitor is hanging out with April. She seems more concerned that, like, hey, you're a criminal. You shouldn't be here. And she walks inside and she's going to call the police because he's wanted.
A wanted man. A wanted felon.
So after this, Jessica sees Billy, and Billy is there with who? Bianca, the nerve of him. And Jessica tells April, you know what? I'm in love with Billy, and he's going to have to accept me no matter who I am, even if I'm a man, which I have written here. That's a tall order to not even the hottest man. And I want to say why I'm thinking about it. Rob Schneider, great job. I really loved his acting skills in this movie. Like,
it was hilarious.
I believe he was Jessica.
In all shapes, as Taquito, as Jessica, as Spence. He did a great job.
He did a great job. Very believable. I miss him. He should do another movie. Where have you been at?
He's hilarious.
I miss funny movies. Bring them back. I miss low stake movies where just you went to the movie theater. It's like you want to just see a movie that everyone's gonna like it's for everybody because it's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
they don't have those anymore,
and they're just silly.
Yeah, everything's just so serious.
Yeah, or a remake or a reboot.
Or frickin' Marvel. I would kill you.
Yeah,
but I think Marvel's coming to an end.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their movies have not been doing good. Like, I feel like every time a Marvel movie comes out, it's always awful.
Yes, like what was one that came out? Spider-Web.
Queen Web was bad.
I was surprised that was bad because I kind of thought it was going to be good.
It was so random. I was like, what is this?
I wanted to see it, and I liked the story, the plot behind it, and I was like, oh, now it's crap.
It looked random. I was like, I'm tired of the Spider-Man stories.
I am tired of it. No more.
And Captain Marvel didn't do good. I was upset about that one.
I feel like Captain Marvel was a good movie. I just feel like people didn't go see it.
Yeah.
But the Queen one, the Queen one.
People didn't go see it.
Yeah, the Queen one, people didn't like that movie. But I want Marvel to wrap it up. Finish. I don't know if Spider-Man still got to go finish out Spider-Man. And that's about it. Who else? I don't know who other story y'all telling.
They're trying to keep this going forever.
No, wrap it up. Y'all could do one more Wakanda. But wrap this shit up.
Oh, yeah. Let's give us another Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther.
Maybe that second one was so
It was good. It was good. I do want to see more, and maybe we can talk about the fish guy and his background because I wasn't interested.
Oh
in
yeah, let's give us a fish guy story.
But that's about it. That's about it.
That second one was so good.
It was good. I was really into it. Yes, but anywho, shout out to Rob Schneider. So Jessica goes up to Billy and Bianca. She meets Bianca first, and she's like, "Step aside. That's my man." Bianca is not the one to be.
She's like, "I don't think so, honey."
She's not questioning why.
She's not like, who are you? Excuse me,
man.
She's just already like, "I don't think so, sweetheart."
She's like, "I've been waiting for a fight. If it's got to be with a grown man, got to be with a grown man."
And then I think Jessica like headbutts her or something, or
headbutts her. Ouch.
And Bianca's now out of the equation. So Jessica goes up to Billy and she's like, Billy, it's me, Jessica. I know this is weird. I don't look like myself, but you have to understand it's me deep down. Love me. I am still me on the inside. And then she's like, kiss me. And then he goes in to do it. And he's like, oh.
Well, before that, she tells him some things to convince her. To convince him that he's her. Like
the ending of the movie gets shaky for me. I don't remember much. So keep going.
So before he kisses, he's like, it's me, Jessica. He's like, I don't know what the frick you're talking about. And he's like, do you remember when we went so-and-so? And he's like, do you remember that time we went behind the bleachers? And she whispers something in his ear. He's like, I don't know what happened behind those bleachers. But at this point, he's like, okay, maybe you are Jessica. And she's like, see past me being a man. And Jessica goes into for a kiss. Billy's trying it out.
Reluctantly doing it.
And I don't know if he makes it to his lips before he's like, no, I can't do it. And
she's like, why? It's me. And then Billy's like, you're a 40-year-old man.
What did she say after that? So I feel like she says like,
It's like just on the outside.
just on the outside. Yes. So Billy has run off. April finds Jessica. She runs up to her and she's like, we found your body, because Hindenburg came to the prom. She told them that they found Jessica's body. And they're going to go to the club to find Jessica. While that's going on, Jessica's mom, who recently found out that Jessica hadn't been at April's house all week, because Jessica's mom called April's mom and was like, is Jessica getting ready there for the prom? April's mom was like, no. She actually hasn't been here all week. Because April's mom, she had her own backstory, but she thought something weird was going on with April and her friends, but that's not too important.
That's neither here nor there.
Yes, there we go. And next we see back at Jessica's house, they've called the police. They're getting into a police car, I guess, to go find Jessica. The little brother Booger runs out in his heels, and the dad goes, hey, come on. If you're going to wear the heels, you're going to learn how to run in them, which I think is so sweet.
Right. He's like, you can wear them, but if you're going to wear them, you got to figure out how to walk in them.
I would also be like, okay, now's not the time to do this. I think our other daughter is a criminal, and we haven't seen her in 2 weeks. Or
put on some tennis shoes.
Yeah. Now's not the time for the shit. So the girls arrive at the strip club and they see Jessica on stage. She's collecting money. She's doing a little dance, and she reaches for a $20 bill and she tries to grab it, but the other person on the other end is not letting go of it. Jessica looks at the person and she realizes, Clive, I guess the person, because it's Clive in Jessica's body, looks at the person and it's like, oh shit, that's my body. And then the girls corner Clive and they're like, let's have a talk. So they sit Clive down and it's like, I want my body back. Give me back the earring. And Clive's like, look, you can have your body back, but let me get an extra $500 for the night and I'll give it back to you. And then we can work out like a little plan where we switch on the weekends.
And Jessica's like, switch on the weekends. Yeah, that's funny. Then she begins to choke Jessica or Clive in Jessica's body out. Then the manager of the strip club comes up and he says, hey, no strangling the strippers. Read the signs.
Sign says, no strangling the strippers.
So,
Fair.
Of course, Jessica's like, I need my earrings back. We've got to figure this out.
So Clive walks away. After this, Clive is off. He's back to his job. Yes, you're not getting your body back. A booyah. So Clive walks away, but he doesn't realize that Jessica was able to steal back that one earring. I'm assuming when she was choking him out. Also at the club, Billy and Jake have arrived post-prom. Instead of hanging out with your friends, you go to the strip club. They're very sad. Instead of going
to like the prom after party,
yes.
Y'all go to the strip club. I don't know. It's weird.
It's sad. Billy's like, I'm going to the bathroom. Billy is having a hard time. He's actually really sad. He goes to the bathroom. Jake is out there and he recognizes Jessica's body, which is Clive. And he's like, oh, this is where you've been the whole time. I want to dance from you.
Oh, God.
So Clive starts to give Jake a dance. Also in attendance is Jessica's parents. They have arrived looking for Jessica, and the first person they see is Billy. And Billy's like, what? This isn't church. How did I get to the strip club?
How did I get here?
But back to Jessica. She has both the earrings. She's about to put them on, and then she sees her best friend, April, who looks really sad. And April's like, I'm going to miss you. And Jessica's like, okay, you know what? We're still going to be friends. I know you love me in a man's body, but, I'm not going anywhere. We're best friends for life. Jessica puts both the earrings on. And it takes a little time to transform.
Yeah, it's not happening instantly. Jessica keeps on looking at April. She's like, anything yet? And April's like, no. She's like, what about now? No, not yet. But then we go back to Jake receiving a lap dance from Clive in Jessica's body. And Clive is quickly starting to turn it back into Clive and no longer looking like Jessica. The first thing to go are the boobs, and after the boobs, the face starts to look like Rob Schneider. And then, last and behold, to come in is the penis.
Oh, no.
And Jake is mortified, horrified, and terrified all at the same time. He's gagging a little bit, and he runs away. Clyde is like, what's wrong?
What's going on?
What's going on? Huh? And then he looks down. He sees that he now has a pecker. And he's like, oh, crap. The manager of the strip club goes up to Clive and is like, hey, Monday nights are gays' night. Get out of here.
Look at the sign.
Read the sign.
Which
So
says Monday nights, Saturday
now
nights.
April is looking at Jessica, and Jessica is now back to being.
Yay!
We're so happy.
Okay.
I don't know.
So everyone walks outside. Jessica is talking with her parents who miss her. Then we see Clive getting arrested. So Jessica's back in her body. Clive is back in his body. We see Clive getting arrested, for the crimes he committed against humanity. Oh, actually, what is he getting? Oh, because he has priors.
He has prior convictions.
Yes,
yeah,
his
I
prior
was like, if anyone really should be getting arrested here, it's Jessica.
Yeah. So yes, Clive is getting arrested, and Jessica finds Billy, and Billy is like, "Look,
nothing matters. I don't care what the other girl I took to the prom. I don't care what Jake thinks. I don't care that he took my money, stole my dad's car, and tried to run me down with it.
No,
None of that matters. I'll even try to find a way to get over your new job as an exotic dancer.
Billy, you are the only boy who makes my heart beat faster and slower at the same time.
It was beautiful.
It was
They
cute.
kissed, hurrah, hurrah, hooray.
in the background,
Clive, what are you saying?
in the background, the criminal that Jessica's body beat up, he's like,
The victim.
I don't want to press charges anymore." So there's that. That one's done.
Yeah, so Jessica will not have charges pressed against her because the victim who she beat up was so moved by the story of her and Billy. And meanwhile, we see Clive at the back of the cop car. He's making googly eyes at April, which I think is weird because he's still 40
Yes, April.
and he's a criminal.
Yeah.
He sneaks out of the cop car.
Still dressed in stripper clothes and handcuffed.
What happens with him?
But yes, next, school graduation. Keisha is the valedictorian, and she's giving a speech, and she's basically saying how proud she is of being half Korean. In the audience, her mom reminds her that she's also 1/4 Jewish, and we see in the audience her black Jewish father.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Very diverse family.
Very diverse.
And then we get another scene. That was the end of Jake and Jessica. I mean, Billy and Jessica. They lived happily ever after. Then we see backwards to Clive, who's still outrunning the law, still dressed in the lingerie and the handcuffs. He comes out behind a bush and stops a car that's driving by. He gets in. He's like, "Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for pulling over and helping me. You really did me a solid. Thank you. You're a really good person." The person turns his head, and it's revealed to us this is the bartender that was in the earlier scenes when Jessica and
Kept on getting caught up.
Yeah, Cleve's body was
when they were at Instant Tang.
Yes, and she kept
on making feminine remarks in front of him,
thinking that he was gay. Like, he kept on saying the gayest things in the world, and that is who's driving the car. And he turns the bartender turns around with like a sinister smile, and he drives away. And then we see Clive scream in horror as the bartender drives away. Because I think they're gonna have he's kidnapping him. I don't really know.
He's gonna rape him.
Oh God, don't do that. But yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't remember. See, I don't think I paid attention to the end.
That's the bartender stealing him. But yeah, everyone lives happily ever after. Everyone got their body back. I think this is the most stressful body switch because you just don't know who's got your body.
You don't know where to even start. We don't have social media this time.
That's true.
Facebook, I don't even think was invented yet.
Yeah.
We are, maybe MySpace. We don't have anything to go off of. She don't know that man's name. She don't recognize his face.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Because usually
they're in LA. That's not a small town. That's the suburbs of Los Angeles.
Your body. I want to shout out for Billy for being hot. What's his name? What's his real name?
Something Lawrence. He's not Joey Lawrence. I don't know. He's the other Lawrence.
He's so cute, and he's a good solid Matthew Lawrence. He's a good solid love interest. Nothing.
He's hot.
Yeah, he's hot, but he's what I think of an American white boy. This is how I just want them to all look like that.
Like him.
Yeah, just like cute.
I want them to all look like Chad Michael Murray.
That's a talk. That's right. Spicy. That's actually a lot.
Girl, that's a looker, baby.
Girl,
that's a hard. Actually,
gorgeous, honey, gorgeous.
I'm gonna take that one back. Mm-hmm. He's second. I want all of them to look like Channing Tatum, and she's all that.
Oh.
Give me that. And give me 26-year-old Channing Tatum.
Ooh. That's spicy.
Please.
I can see that. Skinny Channing Tatum. When he gets like buff, I'm
Slim.
like, that's a lot to ask for.
Yeah,
But
he's a
yeah.
good one.
But yeah, young Channing Tatum.
Yeah, give me that hot Channing Tatum
Yes.
body.
I still can't believe he's dating Zoe Saldana. And
They're engaged.
What?
Yeah.
That does
They
everything
honestly
for
might
me.
be married now.
Love that.
Not Zoe Kravitz.
No, I said Zoe Saldana. Sorry, Zoe Kravitz. Love that.
It's about time he dated a black woman.
He's like, waiting for it.
Right.
They're so cute together. I just love that he changed his style once he started dating her. He's like a hipster.
Oh, did he?
I don't know. Maybe I never paid attention, but every time I saw them together, I was like, oh, I didn't know he dressed like that.
I never really see him dress. I feel like every time I see him, his shirt's off.
But yeah, but I feel
That's
like
the way. I like it.
I like it. But now he definitely has like a hipster vibe, like the boy version of what she would wear, basically.
As long as his shirt's still off, I don't care.
No, the shirt's on, honey. The shirt is on.
Boo!
They're so freaking cute.
Okay, this has been fun. Don't forget to.
Oh my god! Not you like shooing me off the stage. Thanks for watching, everyone, and listening. One day, Jade, I'm gonna put it on the universe. One day, I want us to have a YouTube channel where we watch a movie live.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun.
Sure.
Don't know how to do it. I have to research.
I don't know how to do that either. You're the producer.
Yeah,
Get to work.
Right. I think that'd be fun. Just like watch the movie live. Let's see how the people do it. But yes. Comment, review, any suggestions?
Don't forget to rate, like, subscribe, review. Send us your movie suggestions. But look, people, I said it once, I'll say it again. Don't be sending us no friggin' Pride and Prejudice. We're not gonna do it.
No.
90s,
Classics.
early 2000s, late 80s, teen, coming of age, romantic comedies.
Fun.
Please.
Fun shit. Nothing serious. Disney.
Lighthearted.
Disney
Fun.
classics. I'll take a Disney classic
Yeah,
any day.
Disney originals, DComs.
DComs.
Great animated films.
Yes.
But like, don't be sending me nothing talking about can you do fried green tomatoes? No.
Fried green tomatoes.
Still magnolias? I think not.
Fried green tomatoes. Wait, which one's that? Okay. Bye, guys.